guys, Lois here, back with another video. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put my primer. So this is a silicone based primer. I really like this primer. It's so good. So that's my primer done. Now I'm going to move on to foundation. I'm going to be using the Fit Me Maybline Poreless. And I have to mix two colours, of course. I still have to. Just blend that in with the beauty blender now. For my concealer, I'm going to be using the Eraser Eye by Maybline, and I really like this one. I'm also going to be using this on top of my lids to prime my eyelids and to highlight down the bridge of my nose, on top of my cupid's bow and on my chin. Let's blend that in with the same beauty blender again. So now we're going to move on to eyes. For the base of our eye, we're going to be using China White from the Jeffree Star palette, and the brush that we're going to be using is a rounded dome brush so we can pack it on nicely, and the colour is this beautiful white here. Oh. Always blend it up to the brow bone so when we put the other colours on it blends so much easier. So for our crease colour, we're going to be using a blending brush, and we're going to be using Courtney, which is this beautiful colour right here. Now you always use this for a transition colour, so I'm just going to put it right in both of the corners of the eye and slowly blend it in. You can do it in windscreen wipe motions. I like to prefer to do it in circles, but it depends what eye shape you have. So for our next colour, we're going to be popping into the Urban Decay Naked Basic palette, and we're going to be using this, where are you? So we're going to be using this Real Techniques base eyeshadow brush, but I really like using this for blending because if you see it's got like a bit of a tip so it goes right into the crease. And the colour we're going to be popping into Faith, which is this beautiful colour right here, and tapping off the excess and just going right in there, right into the crease, building up the colour slowly, which is always a good thing because you don't want to put a bomb load of colour on because it might look a bit muddy in a way. So just blending that in. So the next colour we're going to pop into is Extra Bitter on the same brush, and what we're going to do is we're going to create a halo eye. So how you create a halo eye is you put like a bit there at the side, then you put a bit there in your inner tear duct, and then you join them together slowly by using windscreen motions and blending that in. And as you can see, you leave a small bit in the middle, and you can do whatever you want with that, but we're going to be putting a nice glittery eyeshadow on in there. So for our next colour, we're going to be using Lethal and Instinct out of the Basics palette. I'm going to be using this like tapered blending brush so we can get right into the crease. So I'm going to dip into Instinct and then a little bit of Lethal. And it's popping that right into the crease to cause more definition into the eye. To blend that out even further, we're going to be using the little product that we have left on the blending brush. And just blending the top of that there, because we don't want it to be like so sharp. We want it to blend nice and evenly. Just to finish the eye off, we're dipping back into the Jeffree Star palette, and we're going to go first into Confession, which is this beautiful maroon colour with quite a bit of shimmer in. And to apply that onto my eyelid, we're going to be using a packing brush for this. So I'm just going to gently put this on in the middle and blend it out. As you can see, it draws so much definition into the centre of the eye. So now with the same brush, dusting the brush off, and we're dipping into Princess, which is this beautiful baby pink shimmer, and we're just putting that in the centre of the eye. And then gently blending it into Confession. And there you go. That's the finished eye off. And now I'm going to go back off camera and do my other eye and apply mascara and eyeliner, and I'll be right back. Eyeliner, mascara and my brows. For my eyeliner I use the Maybline Masterpiece liquid eyeliner. Really like this eyeliner, totally. For my mascara I use Elizabeth Arden New York Grand Entrance mascara. And for my brows, I use the Benefit Goof Brief Brow Pencil in shade 3. We're back onto our face. We're going to be using the MAC Mineralised Skin Finish in Medium Plus and quite a dense brush so we can pack it on quite nicely. I'm just going to try and mattify my face even more so I know nothing will slide around, even though my foundation's matte, just for more insurance. So now for contour. For my contour I'm going to be using the Revolution palette that I raved about in the last video. So I'm going to be taking this cool toned shade right here and just blending that right into my cheekbones. And just to bronze my forehead and under my chin, I'm going to be using the darker shade, this one right here, and just putting a little bit of that on, tapping the excess off, just putting that on my temples, blending it in. Just warm my face up a little bit. Don't want to look like I have no tan whatsoever. So, moving on to my favourite part, my highlighter. My highlighter is my favourite part. I feel like it just brings so much attention to the eyes and to your face. So the highlighter palette we're going to be using is Sleek in Eclipse and Atmosphere. We're going to be using a fan brush. So I feel like this packs the colour on quite a bit. Dipping into both those and just putting it right onto my cheekbones. So just to finish all my face off, I'm going to be using the MAC Fix Plus Setting Spray. Oh, it's so refreshing. Whew. And now, to finish all my makeup off, I'm going to do my lipstick. For my lipstick, I'm going to be dipping into the new Maybline New York Colour Drama Contour Palette. And it comes with a primer, a liner, colour and a highlighter. So I'm going to be dipping into the primer first, and I'm going to be using the brush that it comes with. It's a pretty good brush, to be fair. It's a pretty good lip brush. So I'm just going to be dipping into the primer shade. Okay, for lips, you can either do a nude lip for this, but I'm going to be using really bold dark lip. So I'm going to be using this colour right here and this colour in my centre. So I'm first going to put this colour right here and fill it in halfway. Now I'm going to be taking that lighter shade with the small end of the other brush and just dipping into it, and then I'll hold it right into my middle. And you can see it's a really nice plum dark colour, and you can use a highlighter or you cannot use highlight, but I'm going to choose to use a highlight because I've not used it yet. Let's put that right into the middle, right on the top. So that's now the whole entire look finished. At the end of the video, hope you guys enjoyed it. Please subscribe, like, and my Instagram is Lolo Picard, and hopefully guys you can stay tuned for more.